water rises, when the tide recedes. Oh, stay away, 'cause you don't know what it's gonna leave. Black flare, black flare, black flare, black flare. Hello, enjoyer of supernatural mystery RPGs. Black Flare puts a darker spin on mysteries. Imagine the X-Files and True Detective getting smushed together and adding dice. Now you're imagining Black Flare. An FBI agent, a bookish professor, an engineer, and an OSHA worker, all unceremoniously sent on a secret mission to investigate strange occurrences in a remote Alaskan town. Whether or not they make it home is anyone's guess. One bad roll of the dice could spell disaster, because Black Flare tells their story using Delta Green, the combination of chance, a stellar cast, and a really lovely original soundtrack underscoring the game work together to create a suspenseful, slow-burn audio drama that will have you on the edge of your seat well before the final act. Y'all, these folks know how to tell a good story. So give Black Flare a listen, see if it's for you, and tell them RPG Major sent you. Stick around after the show to hear a bonus song suggested by listener Kimmy, who's also a cast member of Black Flare. She suggested we sing a song inspired by 80s culture. If you want to suggest a song, join our Discord. There are links in the show notes. All right, back to the story. The forceful firefighter Fabio brought a conundrum of conflagrations to our crooning Columbos. We rejoined them as they investigate the incendiary incidents by calling one of the survivors' lawyers. The group is in Anne's office. You've been handed the card of her lawyer. Anne has just closed the door as she went back into the back of the office, leaving you in the lobby. What are you up to next?
I think we should call the lawyer on the way to the next house.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
We can use the car phone
Perfect.
that we so brilliantly bought. I'm wondering, if I look at this card, do I recognize the law firm?
It is the law firm of...
What last names are you going to ampersand together?
of Michaels, and Moskowitz.
Okay.
Do you know that law firm?
Yeah, I do.
Sure you do.
Of course I do.
Of course you do.
I know Moskowitz's son.
Philly Mouskowitz.
Yeah, so you know Mark Moskowitz.
Yeah, Father
His
Matthew Moskowitz.
Matthew Moskowitz, there you go.
Okay, great.
The super Jewish last name, just names of the Gospels and the first names.
That's like a coexist bumper sticker. Anyway, we can cut that out if we need to. Well, okay, then we can give him a ring in the car. Truthfully, does anyone have any experience with legal situations and jargon we could use in this situation?
Not this jurisdiction.
One time I had a court hearing where I had to interrupt and kiss a princess.
Whoa, I totally didn't know about that, and totally didn't read that scene in the chapter in the book so many times. Anyway, moving on. Do we need to work out who's sitting in the seat and who's sitting in the front?
No, there's established precedent now. That's a legal thing.
Great. Okay, well, we'll get in the Porsche, get settled, and call up.
I'm just gonna throw this out there for people's comfort. Like, if you don't have a destination in mind, you don't have to be driving while you're on the call.
Yeah.
And also that way it's easier
No one
for
has to sit in the
Camilla
front.
to jump in and like contribute to the call.
Yeah, that sounds great, because I'm a bit trepidatious about calling a law firm. Because usually we just call people and it can be social, but this one I'm like,
Yeah. Sure.
We're all packed into the seat of the car around
Yeah.
the car phone, but the car is not going anywhere.
Yeah, the window's a little bit cracked so it doesn't get too warm. Okay. I guess we'll give him a ring.
Matthew Moskowitz.
Oh, hello, Matthew. This is Mara Vertere. I know your son, Mark.
Oh, hello.
Yes, I realize this is not a normal way to start a conversation cold calling a law firm, but I'm actually a part of an investigation agency, and we were directed to you and your firm from one of your clients, Anne Lee.
Miss Lee, of course.
We realize that she's in a bit of a trepidatious situation that's pertaining to a series of fires that have happened around town, and we really don't want to endanger her or her position, so I was wondering if we could speak to you about these fires and her business concerning Miss Bracco.
The matter regarding Miss Bracco is sensitive. It's good that you called me so that she didn't get into any jeopardy talking to you. What questions do you have? I'll answer those that I can, but of course some things are out of bounds.
Of course. Our main question concerning the investigation is we were exploring if there is a link between any of the recent fires that have happened. There have been 4 fires around town, all caused by lightning, and we were just looking into if you had any knowledge as to if Anne's work was involved in the...
Excuse me, fires?
Oh, yes. My apologies. Let me explain the situation a little bit better. There are 4 individuals that work in a similar field, and we've known 2 of them to be connected, and their houses recently were struck by lightning and caught completely up in flames.
This was... when was this?
This was all within the last 2 weeks.
Huh.
Is this different from the story that you're working with?
The material which is covered by the non-disclosure agreement is all older than 3 months. I would have a hard time imagining a connection between lightning strikes and this material.
Okay, good to know.
I don't know if it was incorrect of me to catch maybe a note of surprise in relation to the lightning, and is this the first time you're hearing about it?
Ms. Lee informed me that her house had burned down, yes.
Okay.
But lightning?
Perhaps we're misinformed. We have very little access to information, and part of our work has been pursuing it. So if you have better information than us that you're able to share, that would be most elucidating.
Yes, the worst thing we could do, and we want to avoid at all costs, is spreading any sort of misinformation. We know this is a very sensitive topic for all parties involved.
I do not have any information to share with you about recent events. What I can tell you is that the terms of Ms. Lee's former employment with Ms. Bracco's company are sealed. I cannot share any information with you about that, and I'm sorry that I don't have anything to help you with in this recent matter. If I can be frank, Ms. Lee's had a very hard year, and I would genuinely like to help her, but my hands are tied.
In terms of any concern for her safety, we are trying to investigate the fires under the possibility that it was not an accident. Is it possible that her safety could be impinged, or that anyone might want her to come to any kind of harm that you're aware of?
There is a beat where Matthew does not answer. You may wish to read the glove box from July. Some information is public. No NDA can cover that.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so much, Matthew. We'll do our best to help your client, but not infringe on the work that you are doing.
If we uncover any information that seems pertinent to the case you're building, we'll see that it's made available.
Oh, I'm not building a case. I'm ensuring that my client does not violate this NDA.
I see.
So that her company and livelihood are not crushed.
Okay.
Well, wonderful. We were worried that there would be some trepidation, so that's why we are contacting you. So thank you very much for your time. We'll be in touch if we run into any snags that we want to clear with you first.
Hey, if you ever need a lawyer, give me a call.
Thank you. He's a great guy.
I think I just thought that lawyers did more exciting things, and that's on me.
Well, I also forget that we are all human and contain multitudes, so I was kind of worried about that conversation, but hopefully my read on him being very genuine isn't incorrect.
I have no idea if I trust this man. Perhaps we could check if we feel like he's being honest.
Well,
You can certainly make
a gut check.
Yeah, you can give me a vigilance check. That is what you would roll to see if someone was trying to deceive you. We'll say that is going to be vigilance against 2, an average check. You don't have body language, but also he seemed to have been very straightforward. And the bits that he was cagey about, he was cagey.
Somebody else should do this because I have
and
vigilance
cagey
of 3.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
And since I am in the front seat of the car and not the trunk, you can add 2 blue dice to that.
Excellent.
As I say,
Okay, I'm going to roll
helpfully.
for this vigilance roll, and I've got 2 purple die, 3 green die, and 2 blue die in my hand, and I will roll it knowing exactly what this means.
An expert in the system over here.
Ooh.
That's
a
very
big
good.
guess.
That's 3 successes and 2 advantages.
Yeah, so from your successes, your read of Matthew was that he was being very straightforward, right? He intentionally held back some things that he was obliged to hold back. He stayed very far away from saying anything that might have been troublesome, but he also pointed you to a specific timeline in the newspaper.
Also, he gave us information in specifically choosing not to answer certain things.
Yeah.
There are 3 advantages there. If there are things that you want to spend those on, that is welcome. You can also spend advantages to recover any strain. I think you may have taken some strain in last time
I
we
took
played.
something bad because I tried to do a psychic connection and it went awry.
Yeah.
So maybe I could reattach to myself and realize that maybe my gut, I can trust it.
Yeah.
Someone give me a vigilance check. This is not about reading that situation. This is just situational awareness. This can sort of be a group check, meaning you take the best of the number of dice and then upgrade them according to whoever has the most points.
Do you have a rank, you said?
Yeah, I've got a yellow and 2 greens.
Okay. I have 4 greens, so I'll do 3 greens and a yellow.
Okay.
Sounds right.
I think we're being followed, y'all.
It seems like it. I can add 2 blue dice to my buddies. If it's a group check, can I give those to this roll?
Yes.
Great.
That's so scary.
I failed all my rolls so far, I think, this adventure, so we'll see if I can pull it off. She did it.
Hey.
That is 2 successes. The advantages and disadvantages are a wash.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to say Aubrey is the one who notices this. And then you can choose what you do with this. You've been standing around the Porsche as it's parked outside of this office building for a couple of minutes. Most cars move or are parked. You notice a car that has 2 people sitting in the front seat. They are dressed alike. They look alike. They're wearing dark suits, and they are in a dark sedan. They look eerily alike.
Yeah.
Well, let's go to the house.
Do they...
Let's go to the 3rd house, right? That's what we're going to do.
Do they look like eerily similar to the folks that we saw at the party before who looked eerily similar, or is this a different kind of eerie
Now that you
similarity?
mention it,
Okay.
they do look a lot like the guards from Freddy's party. Yes.
I know that Mara's really good at subtle communication, so I subtly start trying to do charades at her.
And she's clued in.
I sort of mime like a record, and then a man with a crown to be like record producer, because that's Freddie, right? And I mime some money, and then I point at Mara, and I give a like no, hands crossed, and then I do a little house, and then I draw my hand. Then I draw my hand to make a lawn, and then I draw another house to represent that they're neighbors.
Mara looks over her shoulder and notices. And if you wanted to continue, I'm sorry.
Freddy's guys are following us.
Now, are we sure they are Freddy's guys at this point?
Whoever he hired, I guess.
Okay.
You want me to go talk to them?
Oh, I was thinking car chase, but
I was just gonna go talk to them.
yeah, that might be better. I wonder if we are being followed, if we should drive to a more remote location. I've been very persuasive with them in the past. I don't know, but if you want to go talk with them now.
Is Freddy your friend?
No. Our last case we worked on involved Freddy in a not so great way. Freddy was kind of like the Poppy Bracco in the last case.
So I'm just going to move a story point from my pile to y'all's pile.
I'm so tempted to just hop out of the car and storm over to them.
As the two of them notice that you have noticed them, simultaneously open their doors on their car and start striding purposefully towards Mara's Porsche.
Great. I hop out of the car and start striding purposefully at them.
I also come out of the car and start strutting purposefully.
Yeah, Mara's...
right behind.
I say, Mara, if you gotta drive away, that's fine.
Mara's in... She closes and locks the Porsche and is standing against the door watching this happen.
Who hired you?
They do not respond, and instead they reach inside of their jackets, grabbing something. I think we're gonna roll initiative. I think we're gonna roll initiative
I think
here.
so. I think we're rolling initiative.
We need to
I'm
get
so
this
sorry,
away from
Mara.
Anne. She can't be... Okay.
But this isn't...
Okay. We're ready.
All right, so initiative time. You all are clued in on what's happening. Everyone is aware that there is a threat, so we're going to use cool to...
No. Wait, no, I'm bad at that one.
I think that's how that's going. See, I wrote down a reminder for myself. Surprised? Vigilance. Expecting? Cool.
Okay.
So yeah, so we're going to use cool to roll initiative. This is a simple check, no opposed dice. We are going to build an initiative tracker.
That's funny. My vigilance is so good and your cool is so good.
Yeah, I got...
Oh my
So
gosh.
that's 1 success and 5 advantages.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
The car is going to be safe with that much advantage.
You read my mind.
With that much advantage, the car is so safe.
I hope so. Yeah, please.
I have 2 gears and 1 triangle.
So the gears of the starburst, those are successes. 2 successes and 1 advantage. How about Aubrey?
I got one of each.
For those of you who have advantages, what would you like to establish about the situation that is helpful to you?
For each advantage, Phil, you can sort of say a fact about what's in the environment, where you're standing in relation to each other, something that you notice that could be useful.
An example of an advantage in something that you think might turn into a fight is there's not a lot of bystanders around, right? Or it could be there's a parked gardening truck inexplicably on this downtown street that has lots of tools in it. Like those are advantages that we're just establishing things that are true about the scene that you can then use to your advantage later.
I want there to be a ton of people around.
Sure. If that's what you want.
Oh, okay.
We get 1 thing per each advantage? Is that how it works?
Yes.
Ooh, okay. The Porsche is far enough away that it is not in danger. Yay!
You worried about the car?
Yeah, I'm worried about the car. My stun gun is in my pocket still. Yay!
That sort of thing you don't need.
Oh.
Like that's just gear that you have, so you don't
Okay.
need to spend an advantage on that.
Oh, can there be like a field nearby, like a park or like a field nearby?
For sure.
Like if we need a more open area, if there are a lot of people around, great. But then we can go to an open space where we won't harm anyone.
Yeah.
Okay. Anne's not gonna pay attention or hear this?
She's 6 floors up.
Great. Okay, we may need to brainstorm then with more.
I want there to be a dog walker.
With a
who
bunch of
has,
dogs, just too many
who has,
dogs.
10 dogs
Fantastic.
on leashes.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, there's a fire hydrant nearby.
I
that
also
if you,
thought that.
you kick it and the water spews out of it.
Love
Or
that.
no.
Cool,
Okay,
cool. I've used too many trash can lids as improvised shields, so I'm trying to come up with something different.
I think it's only happened once.
You could
Oh,
use
really? I thought I'd done it 2 or 3 times. A sewer grate cover?
Great cover.
That's rad. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are so heavy, but that's great.
Not for Aubrey.
Well, we'll see.
Aubrey's buff,
I have 3
yeah.
Bron.
There's like a rock wall in this park that you can hide behind.
Absolutely.
Great, love it.
Just one of those really modern, artsy, like children's play structures.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like a playground, and there's stuff on it that we can use in battle. Like push him down the slides and put him on the swings.
There's a spinny thing that just spins too fast.
Yeah, those things. I was thinking that too. Great.
So as they reach their hands into their coats, they make meaningful eye contact with Aubrey and say, "We're going to need you to come with us," in unison. And they pull out from their coats small hatchets. And we're to a PC slot. The way that initiative works in Genesis, instead of D&D where you roll your initiative, we roll for the teams. Any of the PCs can grab the first slot, but in each round, each of the PCs needs to go. But your order among yourselves can switch up based on who's got an idea or what might be advantageous for you all. Mm-hmm. The order is based on the number of successes, and so I've got a PC slot, then an NPC slot, then 2 more PC slots, and then we're back to the top. So who would like to go first?
Does it seem like they're talking to everyone, or is it just me?
Specifically Aubrey.
Whoa.
I'm just going to do it in a really loud voice. I say like,
I am sorry, sirs, but you are making us feel very unsafe. I'm going to have to ask you two to leave our car. Please go away. You are making me feel afraid.
I'll take either a leadership or coercion on that.
That's so good. We're just gonna bully these men. Yeah. Honestly, they bullied us first.
True, they did.
Either of those are going to go against their discipline. Discipline is based on will. This is going to go against 2.
okay, I'm great at leadership. It's 2 yellow die and 1 green die.
Going against 2 purple.
Going against 2 purple.
Odds are in your favor.
Woo!
I have equal numbers, targets, and gears.
So this is actually the best. This is the funnest one because it's 3 successes but 2 disadvantages.
Okay. So you're telling them that they're making you they're making you feel unsafe.
They feel remorse.
Loudly.
I think the success of this is that they look around, realize that there are a lot of people, realize in a way that you clock as not intuitive to them. Oh, I'm breaking a social norm by pulling out a weapon in public.
Yeah.
And so they stash their, or you know what? Axes have to be flying. They toss their axes off to the side.
Off into a little tree.
I think they get stuck in there.
We said axes are flying. So they like throw them away. They go skidding across. One sticks into a tree. One like slides under a car and will definitely be picked up by somebody later.
Yeah.
And there are threats. I think the threats are that by the time people start to look, they're just 2 guys walking towards you. Right? They don't look super threatening. And so people are looking at Fabio like he's the weird one. And so there's a lot of attention on you. So if you do anything weird, that is going to be trouble. NPC slot, they are going to close in on Aubrey. Mm-hmm. One of them is going to try and grab Aubrey by the shoulder, making a brawl check. Brawl is pretty much always against 2, unless you have some armor that modifies that.
For my, is it brawn plus defense, or what is?
If you have defense and not additional soak, then yes, it'll make it harder.
I do have additional soak.
You have additional soak, but that's not going to matter because they're just kind of grabbing onto you.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. That is a straight up wash. No outcome. They grab at you and just say, it would be easier if you came with us. In unison. Mm-hmm. That is their turn. PC slot. Mara or Aubrey?
I'm kind of wondering if I want to get them off of Aubrey and start running toward the park. Mm-hmm. To like get them off of her and the fight going that way.
I think you look at Aubrey and she's not really that frightened, but she is really curious about why she's interesting to them.
Then do you want to take this slot?
You can go for it, but I think that I'm happy to also.
Yeah, you go.
Okay.
You handle it. They're attacking you. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he like sort of grabs at my shirt, and I think I've spent so long trying to just be below notice, which makes me very curious as to why I've been singled out. I think I just sort of look at him and I grab his hand and I pull it off my shirt, not in a vice grip or anything, but in a status move. And I just sort of hold it there. Maybe it would be easier for you if you told me anything about who you work for.
You know, we work for the man you robbed.
I'm the robber?
Make some kind of social check. Feels like leadership or coercion could be here. Negotiation also feel like it plays based on how you're talking.
I didn't take any of the things he stole, but I drove the people out of there. How many purple dice?
This is going to go into 2.
That is 3 successes and 1 disadvantage.
The one whose hand you have looks at the other. They look at each other simultaneously. The one whose hand you are not holding reaches into his jacket and pulls out
another axe.
Pulls out of his breast pocket a cut-out patch from a gardening jumpsuit. He says, "Your friend didn't give you up."
Okay. May I take another set of...
Making that check would have been your
Is the
action.
action?
You can take a maneuver.
Yeah, let me see if this is a maneuver or not.
Yeah.
I think that this is a maneuver. I might need to look specifically, though.
What is it?
It's called Bodyguard. It's a new talent I have.
Mm-hmm.
And because I think that they're coming after me, I just want to pull their focus. And sort of by like holding his arm and just sort of like goading them and being like, "Oh, I'm the robber. I'm the one you're looking for. You finally found me. I will suffer strain to upgrade the difficulty of any combat checks targeting an ally who's near me."
Yeah, that sounds like a maneuver.
So probably Mara, I guess.
Thanks.
Because I think
My brawn is
you
one.
seem eager to tussle. And Mara seems very reluctant to be here.
Well, it hasn't come. Well, I wouldn't say it hasn't come to violence yet, since they tried to grab Aubrey. So that's a pretty violent
They
action.
also revealed weapons.
True,
That's
and
true.
threw them.
They threw them aside.
Okay.
Yeah. But we are at the third PC slot for Mara.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I was originally gonna try to like be a little bit bolder with it, but it seems like Aubrey is intrigued by what's going on. But it's clear, no, these are Freddy's guys. They're mad that we took their mind, controlled people.
This is all Aubrey jumping to conclusions.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. What you know is they have a bit of Van's jumpsuit,
Yeah.
which Thorn left behind in the room when
the
they
room.
transformed.
Yeah.
And they're implying that there's a hostage situation, maybe.
Okay, so we know what's proven to work on these guys, but I think I'd love to kind of run over so that I'm behind the guys and I can make eye contact with Aubrey. Because have they noticed me yet? They know that I'm here, but they don't really care.
Know you're there.
Yeah.
They're just focused.
So if during all of this happening, can I sneak behind the cars? And if I'm imagining they're in the street and we're parked on one side and they were on the other side. So I'm like walking around so that I can kind of read Aubrey's face. Because I don't want to do something that will jeopardize what she needs out of the situation, what she wants to do.
Sure.
So if I can go behind and then maybe that's my maneuver and action kind of being like silently like, what do you need out of this situation? Like trying to get a read on what she needs.
Yeah, you can try and get a read. Not as that's not an action.
Yeah.
That's just
if I could try and like read her mind and quickly like get a sense of what she would like for me to do.
She's just looking at the patch and seems really unsettled by it.
Okay.
Yeah, and what you saw these guys do was try and grab your friend.
Yeah.
Looking like they were going to drag her back to their car.
Ooh. Okay, no, we're speaking about it. We're speaking. I'm gonna use this, and just to establish. Well,
In this crowded street.
I know that's so bad. Never mind.
You do what you want.
No, I don't want to do that though.
Make bad
That's
decisions.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I yell at
You
them
could get in
normally.
their car too.
Well, I'm gonna. Yeah, okay. What I'm gonna do is these are like weird guys. I'm gonna yell to Fabio and Aubrey, get out of the way, jump into the car nearby, and try to like, oh no, I'm gonna use the Porsche. The Porsche can be repaired. If I could just run them over with my Porsche. Tell them to get out of the way and disarm them, and by running them over with, oh, what people are gonna see.
Yeah. Quick decisions. It doesn't matter if it's bad.
We're gonna just threaten them with my car.
All right.
Sure, why not?
You can hop in the driver's seat and start it up.
Mother's gonna be so pissed. I'm so indecisive. Okay, what if we backtrack and that didn't happen, and I just use the voice on them and say, "You will not harm my friends," and then no one will in the surrounding vicinity.
Go ahead and make a roll against 2.
Okay, cool. Now, what is this?
I think it's 3 green and a yellow.
Yeah, that sounds right.
For your charm.
Yeah,
plus you get a blue for hypnotic.
Yeah, I do. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm so stressed.
It's okay. It's high stakes.
It is. Hit them with my car. Are you kidding me?
Ooh, that is a failure with, it looks like 2 advantages.
What does a failure mean when the voice is used? They got earplugs in.
It doesn't hit them.
Oh.
It doesn't sink into their psyches and take control.
Huh. Okay.
So what you said was, "You will not harm my friend."
Uh-huh.
They don't seem phased by you. Maybe
Okay.
they are wearing earplugs. Maybe they have radio communication buds in. Who knows?
Yeah.
But it seems that they have learned a thing or two from your last encounter. Darn! Would you like to establish anything with your advantage?
The people have kind of cleared. Do you want that, or would it be better if they were around? Because I'm wondering if now we do know this is going to get violent, if the streets are cleared, or if there's a path to kind of get us to a more private fighting location.
Sure.
It seems to me good that people are around since they're the aggressors, but maybe not.
True. Okay. Oh. Then how about this? If it didn't work, maybe Mara had something in her throat, right? And so she didn't siren voice that one, so it didn't work.
No, you definitely siren voiced it. Yeah.
But then, like, maybe then that hit other people, and now they're clued in. Like, wait, are these men trying to hurt those 2 people?
Sure.
Great.
So there's like a battle for the crowd's perception.
Wow, this is what
like
lawyers do.
Fabio made them think that he was the problem, and Mara is now making them think maybe these other guys are the problem.
Yeah, great.
You can see that the crowd is like 60% on your side and 40% on the suit's side.
Oh, we got to do crowd work.
We're back. We're starting a new round with a PC slot. Any of the 3 of you can grab it. Who's got an idea?
Fabio just takes out a taser and tases them.
Yeah.
Great.
Give me a melee against 2. This is 2 yellow, 2 green going against 2 purple.
Ooh.
2 yellow, 1 green. Terrible eyes.
I have no idea how tasers work in this, by the way.
We got it. Don't worry.
I have... Let's see if I can actually do this. Okay, triangles go against targets.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I have 1 triangle and 2 gears. So that's 2 advantages.
2 successes and 1 advantage. The triangles are the advantages.
The sun is life. That's how I remember it.
What is your brawn? Your brawn is 3.
My brawn is 3.
Brawn is 3. So you're doing a melee attack. You have, so that's 3 base damage. The weapon has some...
Tasers just do automatic like 5 or something weird.
Yes.
5. Okay. Automatic 5, and then the extra success we'll throw in on there. So that is going to drop one of them because they soaked a little bit, but then they dropped. So one of them just like falls down, and the other one turns. I'm going to say the one whose hand was free is now on the ground, and the one that Aubrey has the hand of is still engaged with Aubrey. Is there anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
I'd like to step in front and be like,
You will not harm her.
So you're, they're literally touching each other already, but you're like interposing, like wiggling in between the two of
I'm
them.
like holding his wrist as his wrist is holding my shirt, and you're just like, yeah, nope.
I'm gonna just scooch by.
Yeah,
you
we
real
break
quick.
apart.
That's very funny. These individuals have singular focus. I'm going to say your interposing is going to give them a black dice, but they're going to continue to try and grab and drag Aubrey away. So they're making a brawl check, and they straight up fail with 3 advantages on their side. Guys, the crowd is back on their side.
Why?
I just tased a dude.
I'm not playing for that. Okay.
It's because you just tased the dude, and because when he fell, it was kind of cute. Like he kind of like
It's gonna be viral.
exactly.
There's no cell phones.
There's no cell phones. But he sort of did instead of falling hard, going wham, he sort of did the worm to fall and like took 1 or 2 to actually go to the
The
ground.
classic hot oil wiggle, if you will.
Classic hot oil wiggle.
Love it.
That's the classic. Oh yeah, you're right. We need a song.
Is that a song? What is the song about?
The classic hot oil wiggle.
Okay.
Classic hot oil wiggle.
Okay.
I'm just gonna throw this out there. If you do fight stuff in the song, it happens in the fight.
Okay, could be a very short song.
Yeah.
When you're in a fracas, when you're in a melee, there's something that you gotta do to save the day. Save the day. Coming at you, you can't help but giggle, 'cause they're gonna miss when you do that classic hot oil wiggle. And the punches are bound to miss if you wiggle. Blow a little kiss 'cause you wiggle. And the next time you punch down, you're gonna wiggle. They're gonna wiggle straight to the ground.
I came out just to get coffee. This is so cool. I'm witnessing 2 people fighting. Now he's doing dancing. Ooh, I can't believe this is my life. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. I was late for work and now I'm gonna be a little bit later. All right.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle,
When you wiggle, wiggling is how you win.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
The fight is over before it can begin. If you wiggle, do a cute little worm and wiggle. Then you wait politely for your turn to wiggle.
In a pickle, do the classic hot oil wiggle. If you find yourself in a pickle, do the classic hot oil wiggle. If you find yourself in a pickle, do the classic hot oil wiggle. If you find yourself
I'm trying to walk my tender.
Like a pan of sparkling oil. If you wiggle, your enemy's plans are foiled by the wiggle.
So dumb.
And the context for that is going to make so much sense. It's really the important thing.
Did we record talking about the hot oil?
Sidebar.
Good luck working that in.
It's gonna have to get added now.
So for all the listeners out there who love context and dramaturgy,
Hey guys.
we were doing a bit before about whether oil could wiggle because of a rhyme Helix made about science, about particles wiggling.
Right.
And we were like, what kind of oil does oil wiggle? What kind of oil wiggles? And we decided that hot fry oil wiggles.
It wiggles.
It does.
Also known as brownie in motion.
Oh, we could put that in the song. The fight gets very slapstick.
The fight gets very slapstick.
Yeah.
There are 2 PC slots. Who wants to take one?
Oh, isn't there a banana peel in your pocket?
Yes.
You said slapstick, and I was like, now hold on. All right, I'd love to take this slot.
Yeah.
Hello. And get the crowd back on our side by making it all seem like a skit. And so I'm gonna.
The real important outcome here: whose side is the crowd on?
Yeah. And then,
If this dog walker doesn't love us, I'm gonna be so sad.
Exactly. So I'm gonna quickly just grab the. But is it in your like jacket pocket? Is it easy for me to just get it? Okay.
It's in my jacket pocket.
I was just gonna grab that and be like, really loudly, comically, and distract the guy to make him walk in a certain direction and place the peel in such a way that he slips.
You're standing right behind him right now, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
So then
So you
I
can
can just lift his leg.
you can like put it right next to him and like nudge Aubrey.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. That's great. Thanks for your help, person on the other side.
Wait, whose side am I? Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
Oh no. Made another
Yeah, no,
classic
it's like Mario
GM
Kart, where you
blunder.
just drop it and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, and yeah, I'll just plop and place Aubrey and hope that wasn't noticed because I'm not in the focus right now. Neither is she.
Roll me 2 green die with nothing opposed.
Okay.
This is the most important roll we've ever had. Yes!
3 successes and 1 advantage.
Great. You're gonna give 3 blue die to Aubrey
Yes! There you go.
if she wants to use them
There you go.
to slap this guy out of the fight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes! That was so awesome.
Yeah, I think, okay, Aubrey, I'm so used to being the like stay behind me person who's getting in the way of stuff. And so I think someone else getting in between me and danger is genuinely so surprising and confusing that I try to step away and around just to sort of turn and look up at Fabio to figure out what's going on. And in doing so, I kind of shoulder into the guy and accidentally push him into this banana peel.
Great. I feel like we're in initiative, so I'm obliged to make you roll, but I would really like you to succeed this.
You'll be happy to know that because of Tavern Brawler, I add an advantage to all checks with Brawl or improvised weapons, which are both in effect here.
So you've got 4 blue dice. You're going against 2 purple because Brawl is pretty much always against 2. So that's 3 green, 4 blue against 2
So
tiny little
silly.
purple
I
dice.
failed better rolls before.
It's true.
Should I upgrade? Should I spend a guitar pick to upgrade?
Sure was. What? And a yellow in there. What? Dice rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. Okay.
He's gonna fall so hard.
Yeah.
Okay, that is 3 successes and 5, 6 advantages.
Good grief.
I want to spend our advantages with dogs. Like
Yeah, the dogs
rifling.
love us.
Yeah, they rifle through
The
them.
pockets.
That's
So
what
we
I
get to
want.
see what they have in their pockets without even being the snoops.
Nice.
Fantastic.
And then we can be like, oh, there's a camera. Here, our new prank show. So no one. Anyway.
Yeah, America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Did you get that?
The fight is over. This person took a big ol' tumble, hit pretty hard on the ground.
In a pratfall.
The wind is knocked out of them. All 10 of the dogs on this person's leash smell the banana peel, and
Yeah.
apparently this person uses bananas as training treats.
Nice.
And the dog comes over and is just like sniffing all over this guy. In the pockets that you see pulled out, you see car keys. There's a wallet with cash and no identification on each of them.
Score.
Each of them has a small notebook. Each of them has a ballpoint pen that clicks to extend and retract. They have nothing else.
I want to take the patch that was used to threaten me. Just tuck it away.
What's the logo of Van's company, do you think?
Oh, let's see. Because mine is my company is Snapdragon, but theirs is probably a pine cone. Maybe a Douglas fir cone with the little like mouse tails tucked in it.
You have one fur-coned patch.
I tuck it away for a project later.
I want to take the keys and go investigate the car.
Sure. Based on their condition, you expect them to be back up pretty quickly.
Oh.
Right? They're not long-term down, but you go look through. There's a map of the city. There is, there is some rope and a burlap sack in the back, in the trunk as well.
I want to tie them up with their own rope.
You absolutely can. The crowd is not on your side anymore.
That's okay.
As he's doing this, can I call for a Mara-led "Win Back the Crowd" song?
Yeah,
'Cause that feels like
charm the crowd a little bit. Please.
I just imagine this "Don't Cry for Me, Argentina" as someone's being tied up in the background.
Exactly. Yes, that's perfect. Ava Perón. There comes a time in our lives where we must fight back the powers that be. These men, see them here.
What? Who them?
They wanted to hurt my friend.
Well, that's not good.
Oh no! She's very bold and brave, and they saw that and tried to take advantage. And I will not have it! No! Sometimes you do what you must.
You gotta do what you must.
Yeah! And sometimes the efforts are not a bust.
Yeah.
Oh, sometimes the glory of gold will rust.
But I thought gold was good because it didn't rust.
But sometimes you do and you trust. Oh, it's a moral gray area. It's a moral gray area.
I guess
It's a moral gray area. It's a moral gray area. If you were in my position, friends, would you not have done the exact same thing?
I would have. I definitely
I
would
know
have.
you would, sir. You got a look of bravery in your eyes. I've seen it because I see it every time I look in the mirror.
You hear that, babe? She thinks I'm
It's
brave.
a moral gray area. Yeah, I'll put all the charm on that.
It was more than I imagined.
Too.
Even more.
Patty LuPone came to play. Anyway.
Oh my gosh, it is Patty doing You Got Trouble. Mm-hmm. I hop in the front trunk of the Porsche.
I let all the dogs into their car.
And they you know when in old movies where people drive away and the crowd has like handkerchiefs that they like flap, there people are crying, there's handkerchiefs, there's applauding, there's hugging as we drive away in the Porsche.
There's a sign on them while they're tied together. It says "Bad Men," like a sign.
I feel like Fabio has beautiful calligraphy.
He does. It's so good.
Yeah.
Amazing. So you drive away towards the third house. We'll pick that up next time. And so our harmonic hawkshaws leave Freddy's goons gummed up again. But are they any closer to finding the source of the incinerated houses? Find out next time on RPG Major. Fabio is played by special guest Phil Guerin. Learn improv from Phil in the comfort of your own home by searching for Improv from Zero on Udemy or find his book, The Very Practical Improv Survival Guide, on Kindle. Mara Vertere is played by Lauren Drake, who performs with musical improv team We Have Some Notes and in scripted theater around Seattle. Find her on socials at La La Drake. Aubrey Stump is played by Camilla Franklin. If you're in Seattle, look for a festival of improvised music she's producing producing called Lollygag, January 24th and 25th, 2025. Camilla also creates all the art and visual design for the show. Find her on Instagram at Camillastrator. All music for this arc of RPG Major was created live in the room by our incredible accompanist, Noah Samuels. Find him on Instagram at Samuels_Noah. And I'm Helix. I perform with musical improv team We Have Some Notes and Jet City Improv. If you want to chat, you can find me and the rest of the cast in our Discord and find the show on social media at RPG Major. And if you would do us a huge favor, tell somebody else about this show. It helps us a ton. All right, we'll see you next time.
I liked the 80s.
80s culture song?
Yeah, I love...
We love the 80s.
Malls,
Yeah.
scrunchies,
Slap bracelets.
slap bracelets, blue eyeshadow, hair volume. Okay.
We know all about the 80s.
Welcome to the Eon, where everything's neon.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Welcome to the Eon, where everything is neon.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You're gonna walk into the mall. You're gonna meet up with your friends.
Oh, that's righteous.
You're gonna see where the night takes you, where it ends.
Whoa, whoa,
You're gonna
whoa.
see Vanilla Ice in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2.
Whoa,
You're gonna
whoa.
go out with your friends after their really righteous do.
Welcome to the Eon, where everything is neon. Whoa, welcome to the Eon, where everything is neon.
If you don't know where to go, it's all black and white like the Take On Me music video. Oh, I got this new cute thing, slap bracelet, give it a wear, give it a thing, it'll sing with you at the mall with your righteous dude.
Righteous dudes.
Welcome to the Eon, where everything is neon. Welcome to the Eon, where everything is neon.
If you're in school and you get a flub, you might end up spending your Saturday with the Breakfast Club. If you're playing chess against a personification of the dead, you might be named Bill or you might be named Ted.
Welcome to the Eon, where everything is neon. Oh, welcome to the Eon, where everything is neon. Yeah, we all like the age of consumer electronics.
Nice
Oh, we
Walkman.
enjoy the age of trickle-down economics.
Maybe some more than others.
We say we have a good time, and we say it straight in the face of the pending nuclear disaster of an international arms race. Oh, welcome to the Eon, where everything is neon. 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 Where everything is neon.
I committed to the long note, one note early.
I had like one solid verse concept, then
Dude, phrasing in improv is maybe one of the hardest parts
How many
of this.
syllables should line and song have? Who knows?
yes,
Who's to say?
yeah, it is.
All right, 80s
Personification of death.
Check.
Yeah, that one was fun.
Yeah. Okay, so I know I said you're heading off to the third place. I don't need to tell you what to do. If you have thoughts on where you're gonna head next, then I'll like rev that part of my brain up.
I think that's where we gotta go.
Okay, because you also did get told by the lawyer, I'm just going to remind you, because there's a whole
yes.
combat between them and
Yes, yes.
to look
Oh,
in the glove
sorry.
box, the newspaper.
Oh, that's the newspaper.
Yes.
I was like, what's
Sorry, we
a glove
established that
box?
last time.
Yes,
Yeah.
I remember now. I thought this was the type of legal document. I was like, oh yeah, like a glove box file.
Interestingly, it's the title that you came up with.
Yeah. Well, I filed the amicus, and then he has 2 weeks to send a glove box back, and then we'll carry on with proceedings.